Last for people to get access to treatment. Tonight, heroin ravaging New Hampshire families. Just how many children of addicted parents fall through the cracks, and where are they winding up? But first tonight, how one Manchester family tried everything they could to save their daughter's life.
A girl that was brilliant, creative, well-read, talented, compassionate, but she got bit by the dragon.
That dragon, heroin. Amber Marie Blevins battled it for years, went to countless rehabs and tried to get clean, but she'd always relapse.
So the last time you saw her, she was high?
It was Easter, and we were going to spend time with the family, and she was high.
They remember how after dinner they dropped her off, never to see her again.
And all I can remember is wrapping my arms around her and holding her, but holding her a little tighter than ever before. And I just said to her the words that I'm so glad I said, I love you, Amber. I love you so much.
In the years leading up to her death, Amber's addiction got progressively worse. She'd leave home and live on the streets, sleeping in the alleys of downtown Manchester. She'd wind up in jail several times, all drug-related crimes. Her father says there's one thing Amber never fully understood.
She wasn't afraid?
I don't think she really thought it could happen. I think that she believed she was invincible to death.
He looked right at her and he said, Amber, you're gonna die. And, she just shook her head like, she wasn't really listening. Death did not scare her.
And on April 23rd of last year, she'd die of an overdose.
Let me ask you this. Do you ever feel guilty, like you could have done something to stop this?
Other than keeping her locked up and chained up, there was nothing I could do.
Mark and I both together handed her life on a silver platter if she would just reach and take it. But she chose the life that she chose.
Experts say it's a life countless people choose, that it's a disease and many won't even recover. At the same time, the Blevins say they want people to hear their daughter's story and to start talking about what they call the taboo topic of heroin addiction.
Mark always says, you look at obituaries and it never said, died of a drug overdose. Why? Because our society is ashamed to talk about the truth, that addiction is ravaging our communities.
How do you remember her today?
How do I remember her today? Angry at her because she's not here.
She's made me less judgmental than I've ever been in my life. I always had the ability to see through her disease and believe in something greater for her.
Their hope that other addicts like Amber can get clean and stay that way, knowing they don't have to die the way their daughter did. Tomorrow night, NH1 investigates what is happening to the children of adult addicts. Many kids wind up couch surfing. Worse yet, they're on the streets or in the custody of the state. But how many kids are unaccounted for? How many children have fallen off the state's radar? One expert telling me, quote, we just don't know. Now, coming up all new tonight at 10:30, we dig deeper. How many people are addicted to heroin here in New Hampshire, and how many people have died from their addiction? That's coming up new at 10:30.
The New Hampshire Center for